Hey, this is Sean with the Prepared Homestead, and today I want to talk to you about Goumi berry. And Goumi berry in a permaculture system, or any system for that matter, is an excellent plant to add. It comes from the Elaeagnus genus, and it's multiflora. So Elaeagnus multiflora is the genus and species, and so that's the same genus as, say, autumn olive and sea berry. Okay, so it's a nitrogen fixing shrub. It can get fairly large. I think in some, in the right conditions, it can even get to something like 15 to 20 feet. As you can see behind me, right here, this is the Goumi berry shrub, and it's probably 4 or 5 feet at this point, and we've only had it in the ground 3 years. Last year, it produced some berries for us, just maybe a handful. This year it's doing really well. We've got a lot of berries on there, and so it's an excellent addition to our system. And I'm going to show you this guild here because it's kind of that nitrogen fixing piece to this apple guild. Okay, the other thing, like I said, besides being a nitrogen fixer, it produces a very nutrient dense berry, and it also is medicinal. Okay, it is medicinal. The leaves, not only the nutritional density of the berries itself, but the leaves and other things can be used in different ways medicinally. Okay, I'm not going to go into too much of that on this video, but just to say that adding Goumi into your system is an excellent choice. It is cold hardy. It is cold hardy. It does well up here in North Idaho. We're at 2,700 feet. And we certainly get cold here. Technically, if you want to go by strictly the USDA hardiness zone map, we are a zone 6, but absolutely we've gotten colder than that. Okay, so we plan on zone 4, but I would say we're probably a zone 5. That's what we really are. And Goumi, depending on the variety that you get, is hardy down to zone 5. There's probably some cold hardy, even some more cold hardy varieties than that, or I think you could naturalize in even a colder location. It can die back. Okay, it can die back to the ground, but it's likely going to come back. This one has not. It has not. For 3 years, it's done very well, and this year, as I'm going to show you here in a minute, it's producing loads of berries. Okay, so let's take a look at this shrub. All right, I want to stand back here and try and give you just a little bit of a perspective. So this right here is that Goumi berry. There's an apple there, and there's all kinds of different perennial herbaceous herbs and other plants in this little guild, okay? So like I said, apple, Goumi, loads of perennial herbaceous herbs. Okay, so that's kind of the guild. So let's go take a look at this Goumi berry. All right, so if we look a little bit closer, you'll be able to start to see all the berries everywhere, and they're in different stages. And for us here, of course, your location matters, but for us, early July is about when we start getting our first ripe berries. Okay, so for example, let me just pull this guy. All right, so here's a ripe Goumi berry. How do they taste? They taste, of course, there are different varieties, and they're going to have some variation with that. But this tastes very sweet, but it is also astringent. Okay, so it starts out sweet, and it kind of finishes with that, that puckering factor, the astringency in the berry. But it is very good. We like it. So it can obviously be used for fresh eating, and it can also be used for jams and jellies, pie making, all of that kind of stuff where you could use a lot of different types of berries. You can also use here. The other thing I just want to point out is that this is a shrub that is ripe for propagation. Okay, so not only can you collect the seeds, obviously, and grow from seed, you do need to do some cold stratification for it, but you can also layer it. Okay, so it's ripe for layering. And perhaps I'll do a video on that as well. But Goumi is an excellent choice to add to your homestead, to your permaculture system, to any system, really, because it is, one, a nice addition as far as the food goes. So it's a good berry producer. It is a nitrogen fixing shrub, and it is medicinal. So it's definitely something to add to your system.